Have you ever thought that a familiar food like eggs, something we often eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, could quietly affect your health after you turn 50? Eggs are undeniably nutritious. That's a fact. But not all types of eggs are good for everyone, especially for older adults. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to cholesterol, fat, and food safety issues. You might be eating eggs that seem completely harmless, but in reality, they could increase your risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even memory decline over time. The worrying part is, most of us don't even realize it. In today's video, I'll reveal 5 types of eggs that older adults should be cautious with, and explain why they might be harmful, from the perspective of nutritional science and senior health. If you truly care about your health, or the health of your parents or grandparents, don't miss this vital information. Watch until the end to identify the risky types and make the right changes before it's too late. And if you find this topic helpful, please share the video or leave a comment so we can continue spreading awareness to protect the ones we love. Eggs have long been considered one of the most nutritious foods, rich in protein, vitamin B12, choline, and essential amino acids. For older adults, eggs can help maintain muscle mass, improve brain function, and provide steady energy. However, not all eggs are created equal, especially as our immune, digestive, and cardiovascular systems begin to weaken with age. The first type I want to talk about today is raw eggs, a hidden danger in dishes that seem natural. Raw eggs have been used for years in recipes like fresh egg drinks, smoothies, and even some popular desserts. While they're packed with nutrients, eating raw eggs can pose serious health risks, especially for seniors. Why? Because raw eggs are a perfect breeding ground for Salmonella, a dangerous bacteria that causes food poisoning. Salmonella can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, stomach cramps, vomiting, and fever. For younger, healthy people, these symptoms may pass in a few days, but for older adults whose immune systems are already weaker, the situation can be much worse. Their bodies often struggle to fight off infections like they used to, and if infected with Salmonella, seniors may require hospitalization, facing complications such as dehydration, gastritis, or flare-ups of chronic conditions like diabetes or heart disease. Why is Salmonella especially dangerous for older adults? As we age, our ability to resist harmful bacteria and viruses weakens. Many people over 65 already live with chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart problems. These underlying conditions make it even harder to recover from infections, and Salmonella can increase the risk of sepsis, a life-threatening infection that spreads through the bloodstream. To protect their health, seniors should avoid all foods containing raw eggs. Instead, choose fully cooked options, like scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, or steamed egg dishes. Make sure the egg whites and yolks are completely cooked through, with no runny parts, to ensure harmful bacteria are killed. When buying eggs, look for pasteurized eggs or ones that have been heat-treated and tested for food safety. Avoid eggs from unknown sources or those that haven't been properly inspected. Yes, raw eggs might be an ingredient in some beloved recipes, but when it comes to older adults, food safety should always come first. Prepare your food the right way. Protect your health, and lower your risk of serious illness caused by foodborne bacteria. Now let's talk about another type of egg that might seem convenient but is far from healthy, especially for older adults. In today's busy world, processed eggs, like prepackaged egg dishes at the supermarket or frozen egg products, have become increasingly popular because they save time and effort. But while they may seem like a time saver, they can carry serious health risks, especially for seniors. Processed eggs are often preserved with added chemicals, salt, and artificial additives to keep them fresh and tasty for longer periods. While these ingredients help extend shelf life, they may harm your health if they build up in your system over time. One major concern is the high sodium content in chemical preservatives. Too much salt can raise blood pressure, putting extra stress on the heart and increasing the risk of stroke, heart disease, and kidney problems. Older adults are especially vulnerable, as many already deal with hypertension, high cholesterol, or other chronic conditions. Eating these high-sodium, high-additive foods can make those conditions worse. A diet full of salt, fat, and additives increases the risk of heart disease and diabetes, two of the most common health issues among seniors. Worse yet, some processed egg products contain vegetable oils and saturated fats which can raise bad cholesterol, LDL, and contribute to arterial plaque buildup. This can lead to atherosclerosis, one of the leading causes of heart attacks and strokes. So, what's the solution? To protect their health, older adults should limit their intake of processed or prepackaged egg products. Instead, choose fresh eggs whenever possible. Fresh eggs are not only more nutritious, but they're also free from harmful additives. If you can, go for organic eggs or eggs from trusted sources, ideally from farms that don't use chemicals or artificial hormones. And before buying any processed food, always read the label carefully. Check the sodium levels, additives, and preservatives. This helps you make smarter, safer choices that protect your health in the long run. Yes, processed eggs may be convenient, but they are not always the right choice, especially for seniors. Cooking with fresh eggs at home is still the best way to maintain a healthy, balanced diet and safeguard your well-being. 3. Eggs from unclear sources. Not worth the risk now. Let's move on to the third type of egg that older adults should be cautious about. Eggs from unclear or unreliable sources. These eggs are often sold at lower prices, making them seem like a great deal. But what you save in money, you may end up paying for with your health. Why are these eggs so risky? Because they may not come from regulated farms. They may not be stored properly or transported under safe, cold conditions. Eggs need to be kept at cool temperatures to stay fresh and prevent the growth of harmful bacteria, especially salmonella. When eggs are not refrigerated or properly handled, they can easily become contaminated. For older adults, this is especially dangerous as we age. Our immune systems become weaker, making it harder to fight off infections. Simple foodborne illness can become something much more serious. Salmonella is one of the most common threats in eggs from unsafe sources. It can cause food poisoning, with symptoms like stomach pain, diarrhea, vomiting, and fever. But in seniors, a salmonella infection can lead to even worse complications: sepsis, dehydration, or even hospitalization. So why are eggs from unclear sources especially risky for seniors? Because older adults are more likely to have underlying health conditions, like diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart disease, and less likely to recover quickly from bacterial infections. That's why it's critical to choose eggs from trusted, verified sources. Always buy your eggs from reputable supermarkets or farms that follow food safety guidelines. Look for labels like organic, pasture-raised, or USDA certified. These certifications help ensure that the eggs were handled safely. Before purchasing, inspect the carton carefully. Avoid eggs with cracked shells or unusual odors. Make sure they've been stored in a cold environment. Buying from recognized brands or certified farms reduces your risk of exposure to harmful bacteria and helps protect your overall health. Let's be honest, saving a few cents isn't worth it if it puts your health in danger. Especially for older adults, the smart choice is to invest in food that's clean, reliable, and nutritious. Your health is too valuable to gamble on cheap eggs from unknown sources. 4. High cholesterol eggs. Be careful if you have heart conditions. Let's talk about another type of egg that older adults should approach with caution: eggs high in cholesterol. Now, it's true. Eggs are nutritious. They're packed with vitamins and protein, but they also contain a significant amount of cholesterol, especially in the yolk. Just one egg yolk contains around 200 milligrams of cholesterol. While cholesterol is important for the body, too much of it, especially the wrong kind, can pose serious risks to heart health. This is especially concerning for seniors with a history of heart disease, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol levels. Why? Because our bodies, as we age, tend to process cholesterol less efficiently, and having too much LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol, can lead to plaque buildup in the arteries. That plaque can narrow the blood vessels, reduce blood flow, and increase the risk of heart attacks, strokes, or other cardiovascular issues. The egg yolk is where most of the cholesterol lives, so while it has nutrients, eating too many yolks can raise your LDL cholesterol, especially if your diet already includes other sources of fat or cholesterol. So what can older adults do? Limit egg yolk intake. Health experts often recommend consuming no more than 2 to 4 eggs per week if you have heart-related conditions. And whenever possible, choose egg whites instead of whole eggs. Egg whites contain very little cholesterol, but are still a great source of high-quality protein. Here's an idea. You can boil eggs and eat only the whites, or make scrambled eggs using 2 egg whites and just 1 yolk to reduce cholesterol while keeping the flavor and texture. You can also substitute some egg meals with other lean protein sources, like chicken breast, fish, or beans, to keep your meals heart-friendly and balanced. And remember, before making changes to your diet, especially if you have underlying health conditions, talk to your doctor. Everyone's needs are different, and your doctor can help determine how many eggs per week are safe for you. So, to sum it up, eggs are healthy in moderation, but if you're an older adult with heart concerns, it's important to watch how many yolks you eat. Being mindful about cholesterol can go a long way in protecting your heart and helping you stay healthy and active for years to come. Artificially colored eggs. Clean doesn't always mean healthy. Here's something you might not expect. Some eggs on the market today are treated with artificial coloring to make them look more attractive. They may appear clean, shiny, even healthier than the rest. But the truth is, this bright appearance could be deceiving. Why? Because those artificial colors may contain chemicals that could be harmful to your health, especially if you're an older adult. These dyes and color-enhancing agents are sometimes used to make eggs look fresher or more appealing to buyers. But behind that bright shell may be chemicals that your body doesn't need. Over time, long-term exposure to artificial additives can increase the risk of allergic reactions, digestive issues, and even chronic diseases like cancer, liver problems, or kidney damage. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to chemical substances. The immune system weakens, and the ability to process or eliminate toxins isn't as strong as it used to be. That means even small amounts of harmful chemicals can accumulate over time and lead to serious health issues. Not only that, but some of these color additives can interfere with how your body absorbs nutrients. That means you might be eating a healthy food like eggs, but not getting the full nutritional benefits because the additives are getting in the way. So, what can you do? Choose safer eggs. Look for organic eggs or those labeled with certified food safety standards. These usually come from trusted sources and are less likely to contain harmful dyes. Be cautious with eggs that look unnaturally bright, especially if their origin is unclear or the packaging lacks proper labeling. Read the labels. Check where the eggs come from. And when in doubt, choose local farms or organic brands that have a reputation for clean, natural practices. Remember, just because an egg looks clean and fresh doesn't always mean it's good for you. Sometimes, what's added on the outside can be more dangerous than you think. So, for the sake of your long-term health, avoid eggs with artificial colors, especially if you're managing chronic conditions or have a weakened immune system. Choose smart, eat clean, and protect your health one egg at a time. While eggs are a great source of nutrition and easy to include in your daily meals, not all eggs are created equal. When not handled or chosen carefully, eggs can pose hidden health risks, especially for older adults. Let's quickly recap the key points. Always cook eggs thoroughly to reduce the risk of harmful bacteria. Choose eggs from trusted, certified sources, especially organic options. If you have a history of heart disease or high cholesterol, limit your intake of egg yolks. Avoid brightly colored eggs or those with unclear origins. Maintaining a healthy and balanced diet can protect your heart, support digestion, and improve your overall well-being. And for older adults, choosing safe, clean, and nourishing food can make a big difference in the quality of life. If you're a senior or have aging loved ones, please share this information with them. Your support can help them make better, safer choices. And don't hesitate to speak with your doctor if you have concerns about your diet, especially if you have underlying health conditions. Remember, Where your food comes from and how you prepare it matters more than you think. Small changes in your eating habits can go a long way in protecting your heart, boosting your digestive health, and adding more energy and joy to your golden years. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's one heart-friendly food that you enjoy the most? Do you have any tips or questions to share? Let us know in the comments below. We truly value your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for spending your time with us today. It's never too late to take care of your health. Stay well, stay active, and stay inspired. We'll see you in the next video.